What's going on, you guys? Banlist. Turn on this. Banlist out. Banlist out. So, if you guys seen my last banlist video, definitely go check it out before you see this reaction. Let's see how accurate it was. Last time, it was just completely, we knew Desperado was going to get, but we thought more was going to get hit. So, Konami did a really bad job last time, but let's see if they did a big ban list here to accommodate or to just kind of fix what they missed out last ban list. Hype time. Let's get into it. Ooh, I can't wait. Blue Eyes is going to be my top priority. Please hit Blue Eyes. Secondly, hit them Star-Lords. Them Star-Lords need a good hit. And thirdly, hit them Cyber Dragons. Let's go. That's my main thing. You know, Automass with the True Nade was another thing that we were going to talk about getting hit. Hopefully they hit that fusion support crap with Cyber Dragons. Skill-wise, they need to do something about Level Log and the Star-Lord combo. So, if they hit the Dark Lord engine, I would not be surprised. Let's get into it. Forbidden Limited List 2-1 Azure Silver Dragon. Oh my god! But oh, I see what they're doing here. Blue Eyes X have been in the meta game in one form or another for a very long time, so we are limiting Azure Silver Dragon to promote deck diversity. Makes sense. Weird. Konami does some weird nerfs. They really do. They make it to where they can't play Melody anymore and they can't search. That's good though. That makes it a little bit less consistent to where they can't discard the egg. Okay. And it's the same thing for Melody at 1. So Storm for UAs. This has to be because of UAs, man. This card has the potential to end those immediately depending on the deck. Really? This has to be because of UAs, man. Due to Storm being used. Oh, no. Also, no, this is because of, I mean, it might be a thing thinking of UAs, but no, the reason is, what do you call them? Evil Eyes. They're hitting Storm because of Evil Eyes. Oh my gosh, we can only run one Storm. This also, collateral damage happens to Witchcrafters. So that's also good. This also is going to hurt UA from using this in the future in combo with the trap card to end duels quickly as well. So I don't know if they thought ahead on that, but I definitely think that they did this mainly because of Evil Eyes. Wow, this is already getting weird. Why? Konami! Why are you gonna do this to my Dragonities are even more dead? Why? Out of all the decks to hit, you gonna go right back after Dragonities? I don't think I've seen Dragonities all this month, and most of last month, but yet you're gonna hit Dragonities again. Were they really played on the ladder? If Genetic level 2 cards, what? What? Out of all that spot could have been in place for something else, Konami. Oh my god. But they smartened up and hit the cybernetic fusion support. Yes. I'm sorry. If I'm hurting y'all headphones, y'all better prepare for it. Final freaking Lee, man. We called this 2 ban lists in a row, and they finally did something about it. Took them long enough. Cyber Dragon decks have been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time, so we are limiting Cybernetic Fusion support to promote deck diversity. Yeah, we already knew that because Cybernetic Fusion support and that freaking trap card, you have to play either or. If you're going to sit there and OTK them like that, you have to play either or. Slows them down to promote deck diversity so they can't keep pulling out Cyber Dragons whenever there's a meta shift. And that's the biggest thing. Are decks like that have these degenerate combos to where if they don't do good one meta, all you gotta do is wait an extra month or so to bring them back. I don't think that was fair to just keep bringing them back. I think they had their time. They need to be slowed down for now. and we move on to other decks. Maybe they could come up with a new way to play with Cyber Dragons, like Cyber Dragon Infinity. But yes, finally, Konami finally did this. I told y'all last Banlist prediction that it was either now or never that they were going to hit Cyber Dragons, and they did it now. God, I'm good. Next card. Gaga Sister! Oh my god! They hit this instead of the draw! This card is limited so they cannot be played alongside multiple cards and limited to cards. So they're doing this to hit Trunade. Instead of going for the draw, they're going for the sister. Me and Sean talked about this during the podcast. If y'all haven't seen it, go to Sean's channel on Twitch. Link will be down in the description. We talked, just to that podcast, we talked about sister. And look what happened. We were like, Konami could go for sister if they really want to get on it, but we thought they would hit sister and draw the two, so it'd be even harder. But they've just like, we would prioritize sister because it's a searcher, and if you so you can only play one sister and one Trunade if you bother playing Trunade. This is actually a better hit than draw, I think, because I mean draw doesn't really do much if you can't draw into your Trunade. Yeah, you can do a whole bunch of combos, but if you don't play Trunade in your deck, then draw just gives you extra cards in hand. That's a really good hit. I like it. God, my mouse is sucking right now. Seraph Sovereignty. We called this one too, guys. We are limiting Star Seraph Sovereignty as the combination of Scepter and Sovereignty is usable in a wide variety range of decks, Dark Lords, and can almost secure victory when a full combination is performed on turn 1 with few cards capable of turning around the duel. That is a unique way of explaining that, Konami. Yes, indeedy. And mainly the reason for that is because of Dark Lords, making it very hard to win against them. So yeah, you can't play this with Neos anymore. You can't play this with Dark Lord cards anymore. Speaking of, this is kind of scary. Sanctified Dark will be moved to limited 2 alongside other Dark Lord cards. The archetype has a persistently high win rate in combination with various other cards in the sea and widespread use despite the previous limitation. So they thought one didn't work. Oh, this is good though, because now you can't play Ixchel with Sanctified or Contact anymore. So actually now, if you're gonna play Dark Lord, you either play with the Sanctified and Ixchel, or Sanctified and Contact, or a Contact and Sanctified. And if you play Contact and Sanctified, you can't use Ixchel anymore. Really good hit. I didn't even think about that because I forgot Ixchel was too. But they did hit Dark Lord, and so they really, ooh, that's just a 1-card hit, man. This is what I always tell you guys, man. If Konami is able to hit 1 card, just for it to be balanced, they will do it. They won't hit a whole bunch of cards and do all that. Sometimes they might be random and do it, like the Shiranui. But they were still good hits, though. So I like this. You know, they didn't hit a whole bunch of cards. They just hit 1, and they did it smartly. So, or they did it, you know, it was all calculated. So good hits here, man. Gaga's got the right hits. Cyber Dragon's got the right hits. Automat's got the right hits. I don't know what this means. I want to know. I want to know what the hell this means, man. But you know, this is an interesting hit to Blue Eyes, but I think they need to do more. But we're about to get to limited 3, so they might still hit Blue Eyes. Let's see if they will. Let's see if they will keep continuously hit Blue Eyes, man, because I don't think this is enough. I honestly don't think this is enough. I mean, it reduces the search, but I don't think that's enough, man. I freaking called it! I called it, man! I called it! With the introduction of Tenki, we knew they were going to hit Luna Lights. It was a good Konami curveball that me and freaking Sean were talking about, dude. They could hit Luna Lights before Tenki comes out. We are limiting this card to remote and diversity, as this archetype has been in the metagame for a long time because planned releases will further strengthen Beast Warrior type monsters. Guys, I will put the link down in the description on the podcast that me and Sean were talking about, the ban list. It may not have been on my video, but I even went into depth for other cards that they could have hit. And this was on them. I'm like, dude, they could possibly hit Martin. And they did it with Emerald Bird. We are limiting this card to promote card diversity, as this archetype has been in the metagame for a long time because planned releases will further strengthen Beast Warrior type monsters. Dude, that's huge. Dude, that is huge, man. Oh my god. That's going to be needed, though. That was needed, man, because Lunatics are going to be tier 1. They didn't do nothing about it. Wait a second! No longer on the... But 2 Ascalon. Oh, I guess they're just restructuring Dragoonities. No! My Ascalon! My Ascalon! I don't think they hit Blue Eyes enough. They gotta hit the skill. Did they hit the skill? Or did they not hit this? They did it about the skill rebalancing. All right. So that was the card review. So Dragoonities, so they hit the boss monster Ascalon and they picked Sonata. So they're back to being a little bit more consistent. But the Ascalon is a one-trick pony. You have to get, if you keep that Ascalon, because I still probably would run Chunade. But double Ascalon, I mean, Dragoonity is still in the same spot, so I think Konami knew what they were doing. But it makes Dragoonities a little bit more playable now, though. I think we're going to revisit Dragoonities after this next playlist, though. So I think with 3 Sonatas off the ban list, I mean, it doesn't matter how many Ascalons you have. You can still get the 2 Ascalons, play Lance in your Dragoonity deck, and you start clapping again. I think Dragoonities may have a shot, man. I want to test them again. But let's get on to the skills. Please hit Blue Eyes. Please hit Blue Eyes, man. Didn't hit the Blue Eyes skill. Reasons for skill rebalancing. We are strengthening some character-exclusive skills to make them easier to use. Level dupe, AUG, and reduction. This is another thing that we talked about on Sean's stream too. Since Synchro and XYZ zones can now be easily utilized without skills that adjust the monster's level, we're given a hard activation condition to this skill. We were talking about that earlier. I think most people thought about augment. Duplication and reduction, we were making some points on because they can do the same with those. So those were going to be collateral of the level augmentation focus hit. Titan Showdown, we also talked about was going to get a hit because of how he was being abused by Evil Eyes and Nightmare Shark. Skills given a hard activation condition has more cards that can increase or decrease life points have been added to the game since the addition of the skill. Yep. Automatic play, I called this one on the video as well. The skill is given a harder activation condition as more cards that help the skill to end the duel in the single turn have been added to the game. Can be used each time your life points decrease by 50. All right, so here's the updated skill. So they're updating Check Out My Fusion and Pathway to Chaos. Interesting. Oh man, dude, they didn't hit the Blue Eye skill. I'm sad face because all they did was like give Blue Eyes a tap on the shoulder. That is not. That's. Oh god, come on. I mean, Blue Eyes. All right, so I mean they don't get the search alternative, which could be a good thing. They probably use more ancient rules, but that's not that big a deal because that's an extra card they have to use. I mean, but they didn't hit cards of consonants though. I mean, Blue Eyes is just the same, man. It's just a little bit, tiny bit less consistent. Oh my god, dude, we still gotta deal with Blue Eyes. Jesus Christ, Konami, let the deck go, man. You just said it promotes deck diversity, and you're not. I mean, they could still use semi-limits. They could still use cards of consonants at. Come on, that was the main deck to hit, Konami. Why did you give him a tap on the wrist? Come on. But yet you want to sit there and mess around with Dragoonity. What the hell is wrong with everything else is perfect. They just, but what really kills it was the fact they didn't go after Blue Eyes. Come on, man. All right. Let's no more divulging. Golly, that gets under my skin. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god, that's like, yeah, one job, Konami. Literally everything else you did it right, but you hurt, you almost killed the whole Banlist by not hitting Blue Eyes. Check out my fusion. So let's see what the update is. Can be used each time your life points increase by 1,500. Return one card from your hand to the deck and add one vehicle connection zone to your hand from outside of your deck. This card can only be used once per turn and twice that duel. So let's check out my right, because I don't remember what it was previous. What's a fast way to get here?
Duel Monsters is one of my favorite games.
All right, so you go to GX.
There's someone inside.
I'll give it all I got.
So what was it? Check out my fusion, was it? Okay, yeah. So can we use each time your life points increase instead of conducting your normal draw? Oh, okay. So you're returning. So it's the return to hand functionality. Okay. Okay, so it's return. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, 1,500 is the Herald of the Abyss play to get it out, but not bad, not too bad. Still don't see how it could really be usable though. I mean, it makes it a little bit more consistent to get it out, but I don't know. There hasn't been any new support for it. Maybe if there was a play, maybe. I just don't see much change in it. Pathway to Chaos. Change one of the following monsters you control to the monster listed. If you are changing an effect monster, send one Karibo monster from your hand to your graveyard. This can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. Monster that includes Gaia the Fierce Knight in its original card name, Blacklisted Soldier. Monster's original card is Blacklisted Soldier, Super Soldier. Send one Karibo monster from your hand to the graveyard. Once per turn and twice per duel. Monster includes Gaia the Fierce Knight in its original card name to Blackluster Soldier. Monster's original card name is Blackluster Soldier, Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier. Okay, I see. But what was the change? Was it just sending the Karibo? So I'm guessing it was just sending the Karibo.
You can count on me and my vehicles.
Who has Pathway to Chaos? Wasn't it the
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Here?
He's no longer inside me.
Alright, so let's check it. Can be used by sending one Karibo monster from your hand to the graveyard. Change one of the following monsters you control. Can be used once per duel. Oh, so you could use it more than once. I see. Interesting. I wonder if that would. I mean, with these nerfs, they might be much more playable. Who knows? I mean, that's more content for us guys. I guess they're worth trying out when the ban list hits. That's gonna definitely be something to look into then. All right, so let's get on to the meat and sauce of this. Level dupe, level aug, and level reduction can be used when your life points are 3,000 or lower by revealing one monster card in your hand and selecting one monster on your field. The selected level will become equal to the level that you reveal until the end of the turn. They didn't even have to add the life point requirement. They didn't even have to add the life point requirement, just until the end of the turn. Just like we called it, man. Yeah, that makes it fair, man. Good stuff, man. They have to lose 1,000. Yep. Makes sense. Titan Showdown. Whichever player has double or more life points than the other takes double battle damage. If you don't have a dinosaur monster on your field, your opponent will not take double damage. So it just takes them XYZing into a dino monster like Genosaurus. So, I mean, they can't Nightmare Shark, but they go in a Genosaurus, and then they still win. Konami! You never thought of that now, did you? I mean, it stops Nightmare Shark, but like, they could just XYZ. I mean, it's not likely. We'll have to see. I just think they should have added a level and just took away XYZs from using Titan Showdown. In all honesty, you should just keep XYZs from doing it, man. But I guess for now, it works. Automata play. Return one Zubaba Bagaya Go-Go-Go or Dodo card from your hand to the deck and add one with a different name to your hand from me. They say it can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. Wait. What? Oh, they split it in half. So you can use it twice. Oh, so that definitely differs the strategy. I like this. I like this change. They did it twice per duel. I thought they just do it once and one only. They did it twice, so they spread it out instead of just doing 2 at one time. They're doing it 1 each turn. We got it mostly right though. Remember on my balance prediction, we called one Zubawa Gaga Go or Dodo card because now they don't get sacked as easily with those 2 cards. They have to do that 1 and they can't sack you as easy. So it does reduce their OTK potential. And they can't run Trune anymore. Really good change, Konami. I love it. I love how you guys doing every other deck but Blue Eyes right now, Konami. And that was the main deck you needed to hit for this ban list. But they just love Blue Eyes too dang much, man. Wow. I give this ban list a 7 out of 10. Blue Eyes took 3 off of it. Blue Eyes legitimately, like the bad Blue Eyes hit definitely took 3 off of it because Blue Eyes is really a main concern. I mean, Melody is the problem, but Cards of Constance, it's just too busted. I think they should did something about Constance. The fact that they let Constance roam free is a big problem. Like, they could have let everything else just hit Constance and all would have been one with the world, but I don't know. But like I said, like it would have dang near been a 10 out of 10 if they would have hit Blue Eyes correctly. But I mean, Melody without Melody, I don't think many Blue Eyes players care. I mean, the deck is still going to clap. They'll probably just replace it with more back row. I mean, they just put back row in there and then issue solved. I mean, it still does its thing. Like I said, I mean, alternate can't get searched anymore. That is a good thing. That is still pretty good. I'll have to admit, that's still pretty good. They can't search alternative. They have to draw into it. But the problem is they can still draw into it because of consonants. And they might even play another ancient rules even. So, you know, Spirit Dragon's going to be alive and well still. That's still a problem, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hit y'all up on the next one. Chopper 200 signing out.